Hello everybody. Today we're going to be looking at Shift, the role-playing game basic rules by Hitpoint Press. It came out on Free RPG Day 2025, and there's a little QR code to get notified to the process. So in here it has nice little credits here. What is Shift? It's a nice little role-playing game that has a shift mechanic. So if something is really good or you're really good at something, you roll a d4. You succeed on a 1, 2, 3, but you downshift on a 4, the highest value of the die. Then, as that gets a little worse, a 1, 2, and 3 still is a success, but a 4 and 5 are a failure, and a 6 is a downshift, and so on, so on, so on. Again, only a 1, 2, and 3 is a success, while the other numbers are failures, while 12 is a downshift. So in here, you could have like a ray gun, and it tells you like what's going on, how it gets worse. It might get little, as you make critical failures, you're going to get glitchy and bad things are going to happen. So the core traits of this game are mind, body, and soul. You pick a good one, a medium one, and a bad one. Whoa! And you can shift around with that. So you sit there and you also get keywords, and those keywords can have die attached to them. So if you have a mind and a supercomputer, like a super laptop or something like that, you might have a D6, so you roll a 2d6, and 1, 2, and 3 means you succeed. We'll get to that in a second, but you can roll multiple dice to try to succeed. So if in this case you would choose a die, like a trait that you're using to roll. Step 2, you focus. Choose a focus trait, so that's that second die that you can add to something. Then you can roll the applicable dice and you determine the result. So if at least one die shows a 1, 2, or 3, it's a success. And no die shows the highest value, that's really great. It's really nice. If you show a 1, 2, and 3, but one of the die is bad, like it has its highest value, well, you're gonna have a weird situation, fail forward, if you will. If no die shows a success, but none of them show the highest, it's just a regular failure. But if you have no success and one of them is a critical failure, well, that's bad. And in the game, instead of getting whenever you get advantage or something like that, the way we go is you get an inspired roll, so you critically succeed on a 1, 2, and 3. Whereas if it is a risky roll, you critically fail on a 4, 5, 6 in this case. So you might want to be careful if you're rolling a d12 and it's risky, because you'll probably critically fail. So that's not very good. If you do have a crit success, you might be able to use that to help something else get better. So you can spend a crit to maybe increase damage, or shift up on a die type. So you can go from like a d6 to a d4 if it's allowed. So like if in this case here, if I had a d6 in mine and I downshifted to a d8, if I had a critical success, I could then upshift back to a d6. Kind of interesting stuff. Then we have encounters and how they work. You can see who goes first. You can determine if someone has an advantage over the other. Then you roll. Do you roll here? Or I think, yeah, you can roll to see about an order and how this works. It's a fairly rules light little game engine, and all that stuff like that. So then you have player turns. They can do stuff. Players can make an action and move. Yay! No bonus actions, just going. And then they, you can then have ranges of things where something's close, near, far, and extremely far. Not very complicated. Overall, this is a very simplistic system, but looks very fun to run basic stuff. There's also a little QR codes in the back for a little setting that I'll probably go over later, but that looks interesting for a little basic system, especially for Free RPG Day.